You need to use these guns before the next Phantom Forces update. Before we start this video, let's see if we can get 50 subscribers and 300 likes on this video, because look at this chart. You guys are not subscribed, so go do it right now. It helps me out a lot, and yeah, let's get on with the video. Yeah, so starting out, the first gun that you guys should start using is the M16A3. This thing's getting pretty heavily buffed in the next update, and I do know that I'm making this video like a day before the update, but I mean, what else am I gonna do about it, you know? I just had this video idea come up, and I usually do this every update, so yeah, here we are, I guess. Yeah, I'm low-key actually so glad that this thing's getting kind of a buff, because I've never really been a fan of the M16A3 to put it quite lightly, I guess. I've always thought that this gun was super overrated and overused for kind of how this thing performs. I always thought it was very mid. Like, I think the damage on this thing's pretty bad. It's 4-shot to 5-shot, which isn't impressive at all, especially considering like the AUG A2, which is you know, well, before this update came out, the AUG A2 is more accurate and did way more damage than this thing did. Like the AUG A2 did 3-shot to 4-shot with his 7.62 and was more accurate than the M16A3. So there was really no point in using this thing over the AUG A2 or many other assault rifles, to be quite honest. But now after this update, you know, this thing's it's going to be a lot more accurate than it was before. So I think it's definitely kind of worth using now if you have it. I wouldn't say it's worth using over the AUG A2, but it's still, I mean, it's still a really good option compared to a lot of other assault rifles at this point in time, especially because, you know, it's just so accurate now. In fact, I think what you're seeing right now, it's more accurate than this, because I'm in the main game right now, which I might switch over to the test place. But yeah, I definitely recommend grinding this gun out, getting some kills on it before, you know, before the buff comes to this thing, just to have some attachments and things on this unlocked before it gets, you know, it gets its punch added back to it. Alright, we're now on the test place, so now we officially have the buffed M16A3 in our hands right now. And yeah, I guess once you guys start to use this thing, you'll get to feel the power of this thing a little bit more. And you'll definitely be able to tell it's a lot better than it was before. In fact, I'll just, you know, kind of shoot this now to show you guys how much more accurate it is. As you can see here, it's got basically no movement to it at all. Now, the one thing that I have noticed that I don't think anybody's really talked about yet, it's kind of got some cant to it, as in like the recoil kind of goes to the side a little bit, which I think that's kind of weird. It kind of reminds me of the AK-47, but a lot less recoiling. But I don't really think it's that much of a problem. You just kind of have to take that into account and aim like slightly more to the right than you would before, so it's really not that bad at all. And it might just be an attachment that I have on, but I'm not too sure. But as you can see, it's a complete laser beam right now, and it's definitely one of the most accurate assault rifles in the game after this buff, that's for sure. Now next up we have the C7A2. This thing actually got the same change as the M16A3. It got reduced recoil, which I think is good for the C7A2. I think the C7A2 is already pretty good, especially considering it has the Grindle conversion. But you know, this recoil buff doesn't really change the Grindle conversion at all, but it makes the actual base gun super accurate. Not that it wasn't accurate already, it's just even more accurate now. And this thing is one of, if not maybe the least recoil assault rifles in the game, behind like maybe the AN-94. But as you can see, I'll just show you guys the recoil here. It just kind of sits there in that little dot. It does have a little kick up at first, but that's not really a big deal. Just you pull down slightly, and then all the bullets just stay in the same spot. So yeah, C7A2, super accurate now. But yeah, a lot of you guys probably don't have this gun, which is kind of why I didn't place it above the M16A3. And it also has lower minimum damage than the M16A3, while also having better damage ranges, I believe. Yeah, it drops off to 19 at 144 studs, and that's actually with ARS suppressor, so it's more like 170. And you know, the M16A3 drops off to 22 at 135. But to be honest, the C7A2, you know, with despite the better ranges, the damage being 19 is kind of sucky. It's like a 6-shot, so that's that. But I mean, if you hit like the head once, then it's a 5-shot, so it's not a huge deal. But I would rather just have, you know, that nice 5-shot at long range instead of the 6-shot. But you know, it's whatever. Who needs damage when you have accuracy? You know, who needs damage when you literally hit every single one of your shots because there's no recoil to this thing, you know? I guess that's kind of the whole thought behind the C782 at this point, is that it's so accurate that's like, who even needs the damage at this point? Because you're just gonna laser beam them anyway. Yeah, just come on, Jesus. Also, bro, I actually hate this map. I get on the test place all the time, and this map loads up, and I just want to scream inside because I don't know how it works. It's so big, and I can't find anybody. Especially like if the test place server is like almost empty, you know, because it's the test place. There's not thousands of people playing it at any given time like the main game. So sometimes the lobbies aren't even full, and that makes it even harder to find people. But yeah, I don't know. This map is kind of bad. Let me see if I can find some people here. Got that guy. It's just a complete beam. There's no recoil to this thing at all. In fact, I might as well just take off Delta sight, because I just might as well use Coyote sight at that point because it's so accurate. Yeah, there's no downside to using literally any sight at all. You could probably use a scope on this thing and it would work. Basically just a little sniper, I guess. A little automatic sniper. I'm gonna kill this guy here. Or, wait, where's he at? Oh, there he is. Hey, get out of here. I saw him and heard him, but I didn't know where he was at. As you can see, it's just completely destroying everybody that comes in my path. But yeah, I'd definitely recommend trying to grind this and get attachments now if you have this gun, just so you can kind of abuse it in the test place once this thing comes to the main game. I'm gonna see if I can pick up 1 or 2 more kills. There we go. Hit that guy as well. Nice. As you can see, it's a beam. It's just crazy. And next up we have the WA 2000, and with the 300 Win Mag on this thing, that actually makes this one of maybe the best sniper in the game. I mean, it's semi-automatic, fast fire rate, pretty fast recovery compared to a lot of other snipers, and it packs a really nice punch. It does a lot of damage, and I think the buffs to this thing is actually pretty insane. In fact, I think they nerfed it once since it's been in the test place. So that's that. If you're into sniping, I definitely think this is something you should try to get some attachments on now, just so you have them. As you can see, I'm just one-tapping all these people. It's completely unfair. So I think this would actually be a really, really good, like, aggro sniper. Just, you know, just to use aggressively in close-range situations. Okay, as you can see, to the limb, it's not a one-shot, but it does have a 1.3 torso multiplier, so you can one-shot up to, like, 75 studs, which is, you know, pretty good. And even then, it's 78 to the torso at long range, which is a 2-shot. And I mean, with as fast as this thing fires, you know, I have muzzle booster on here, so it's 270, but you just tap twice like that and they're dead. I mean, it's pretty usable despite, you know, the damage, but I don't know. I think this is definitely worth giving a shot because it's just absolutely one-tapping everybody. If you like red dot sniping, yeah, I definitely recommend checking this out. But yeah, I think that about does it for today. Please be sure to subscribe because look at this chart. You are not subscribed, so do it right now or else you're going to trip and fall and break your neck. But yeah, also stay tuned for tomorrow's full update video that will be releasing very soon. And yeah, I will see you guys on the next one.